How the hell did this happen? No, seriously, how the hell did this honest to God happen? Well, maybe the cheap price of $19.95 was too much for people to pass up, and that's how this came to be. You know, just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's automatically good. But apparently none of that matters to anyone who bought the first Big Mother Truckers, because if you just couldn't get enough, for another $20 you get this measly ass expansion pack known as Big Mother Truckers 2. Truck me harder. So what's the story you're begging me not to tell you? Well, Ma Jackson gets arrested. Why, you may ask? Yeah, now you have to go back to selling and buying goods to raise money in order to bribe the jurors who are on her trial for a not guilty verdict. Yeah, the game doesn't really explain why Ma Jackson was evading taxes in the first place. If memory serves me from the correctly from the last game, didn't she retire? Oh, whatever, who gives a shit? The gameplay is identical to the previous one with some improvements. For one, the handling is tighter and the physics are more grounded, I should say, so you don't have trucks flying like crazy from one hit. The city also underwent some major redesigns. Also, the way you get to your destination had a bit of change. When you select your destination from the map, you're given several options. One of these options gives you a time limit. If you make it to your destination within the time limit, you get a bonus. If you don't make it in time, any bonus you may have gotten will be lost. This is a huge pain if you choose the harder ones at the start of the game, mainly because you won't have the upgrades, and if you try to do it without the upgrades, and you won't have them because they're expensive like last game,
You will fail.
also, rather than seeing how much money you make in 60 days, you make enough until you pay off a member of the jury in a city. Ma tells you where the member is located, then you go there, you go to the bar to find them, they'll name their price, and you make the money to pay that off. In between the standard truck driving, you get side missions like the first game. However, these are mostly done with different vehicles, and they are a hell of a lot easier than last time. The graphics have also been given an upgrade. Like I said earlier, the city has been redesigned. Everything from the store, the bar, the character models, and just about everything. It still looks familiar though, and it still has that same warm and cozy feeling that you get from the first game's locations, which is nice. But even with all those changes, it has the same fatal flaw from the first game. It gets boring after 10 minutes. Yeah, the new upgrades are nice and all, but it doesn't change this fact. I think what could have saved the game is that the developer actually found ways to keep the game from getting boring. While I think they tried with some things in-game, like picking up hobos on the side of the road and whatnot, it still gets boring. Sorry if this is a bit short, but this game is too similar to the first one, and it has the same problem as the last one. I really don't honestly have much else to add. Big Mother Truckers 2 is only a few steps forward and a few steps back at the same time. While it has upgraded graphics, tighter controls, less crazy physics, a good soundtrack, and some other improvements which are nice, that fatal flaw is still there that almost ruins the game. I don't think this one really warrants as much hate from me, since I had a feeling this would happen again, because, you know, fucking Nutanix, the guys behind Right to Hell, that's why. But to be honest, thanks with the upgrades and all, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and be nice and just give Big Mother Truckers 2 a 2 out of 5. I'll see if I can do better next time.